down.
You'll have the sportsman.
This is WIUR Radio. Live from New York, this is WIUR Radio.
Welcome back to the 5 Hole. I'm your host, Niko. This is Robert. That's Nick. We had a lot going on this week. The NHL trade deadline was came and went very fast. A lot of different moves going on. NFL free agency open. A lot of people signed. A lot of things to talk about. Where do you want to go first? I guess we'll talk about the NHL first.
Yeah, we could start with that.
We'll talk about the NHL first. I want to formally, for anyone who's watching, who's an Islander fan, the few we have.
Few the proud.
The few the proud. Brock Nelson got traded to the Colorado Avalanche for an absolute haul. Number 1 Colorado Avalanche prospect, number 16 prospect in the league, Callum Ritchie, a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and we also sent Dufour over there, so who will never scratch an NHL roster, especially on that team. But Brock, we love you.
Yeah,
miss you.
It was he already got a point. I think it was first game.
He did already get a point because
no goal.
His line
he hit the post.
Oh my
god, he almost scored.
His line had a hat trick. Nichushkin had a hat trick that game.
Oh, man.
Didn't he deck Tavares?
Yeah,
he cracked Tavares.
Bodied him. But Tavares went after him first.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Tavares hit him first, and then
Pajama Boy.
Anyways, it's just so sad. I do miss him for my brother who doesn't think I do. I do miss him. It's crazy just to not see 29 on the ice for the Islanders. And now
Worth it though.
What?
Worth it though.
Worth it though. We did. Yeah. I mean, this
kid
is a absolute stud.
Not to mention,
Callum Ritchie is a stud. First round pick. Like I said, number 1 in the Avalanche system. 20 years old, big body, 6'3", good centerman. He's great on shootouts. He's got a nice shot to him. He scored a goal in the OHL. He's not coming up this year. They already said that. He'll be back next year.
Yeah. But also remember, it is a rental.
It is a rental.
Nelson is a free agent at the end of the year. Not that he could come back. Not that I'm saying he might come back to the Islanders.
He's probably going to sign with
Minnesota.
Free
agent.
Well, he's probably going to sign with Minnesota coming up this year because he's going back to War Road. He wants to go home.
Oh.
But
getting older. Yeah,
getting older, wants to go home. But yeah, I mean, basically the way it broke down is it just didn't work out. We offered him a contract. I think it was $5.75 million for 3 years. They said the years really didn't work out for him. Oh no, not 5.7, 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 for 3 years. It just didn't work out. He didn't want it, and honestly, thank God, because I don't want to be signing a 33-year-old to a $7 million a year contract till he's 39.
Yeah,
but he is going to be missed. I mean, he's probably going to be in the Isles Ring of Honor one day. Yeah, I would assume. I mean, he's like 4th all time in points, like 4th all time games played. He has 901 games played for one organization. It's pretty big. Pretty big deal. He wore the A for several years. I'm gonna miss him a lot, but it's for the betterment of the team for the future. I just wish they moved on from Palmieri We got a couple other moves. Miko Rantanen obviously goes to the Stars.
It sounded
Yeah,
like he,
weird, the odd double trade.
he did not like it in Carolina.
It's not that maybe he didn't like it. Maybe they weren't willing to pay him. I mean, he goes to Dallas. He takes that, what is it, $8-9 million a year for the next 8 years. I guess no state income tax. He wants the most money he can get, and I guess Carolina wasn't the place for him. But yeah, so we got that going on. Who else kind of moved? What other big names moved?
Trying to think. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Who Utah traded the contract of Shea Weber, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer Shea Weber.
Hall of Famer Shea
Contract?
Weber.
How?
Because he went out. He went out like injured
Blackhawks?
to the Blackhawks.
To the
Yeah, we
Blackhawks.
traded.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, we got like a 5th round pick and something else. We traded. It was a couple of players.
It was a 3-team that was involved. I think
it
so.
was just 2. I think it was just us and the Blackhawks.
Interesting.
But, yeah, we do have a Hall of Famer for those who don't know.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out Shea Weber.
Shea Weber. Yeah, a bunch of other players moved. Not really relevant to what we're doing here, but playoff push is happening.
Brad Marchand.
Marchand.
I mean Marchand. Yeah, sure. He's going to
what's
the
his name?
Panthers.
Knight.
Spencer Knight. Yeah, Spencer Knight for Seth Jones. That was a big trade. The Marchand trade was pretty big. The Boston kind of sold everyone. They got Charlie Coyle out there.
Mm-hmm.
And they got rid of
Frederick
everybody.
Carlo.
Yeah.
Right?
Carlo, they got rid of everyone.
Yeah.
They got a good haul for everything. It was a seller's market, and if you're willing to sell this year, then you should have, because I mean, look what you're getting for people.
Their window closed when they lost to the Panthers as
last year. Yeah,
that in the first round or whatever.
Yeah, obviously the Aaron Ekblad suspension was a pretty big deal. He got a 20-game suspension for PEDs, which is kind of like
weird in hockey.
It's really weird. But I mean, I get it. Maybe he didn't know that he was taking them. It was like some sort of medication that he was taking with the steroids in it, or whatever it was.
Like a Barry Bonds.
Yeah, depending on what. Well, that was different.
A little.
He knew.
You probably.
Yeah, he definitely knew.
Most likely.
But yeah, whatever the case may be, we obviously have the NFL free agency opening. That's the bigger deal. I really want to talk about that more. I mean, DK to the whatever you guys want to talk about first. I mean, DK to the Steelers, Sam Darnold to the Seahawks, Geno. Where'd Geno go?
Raiders.
He got traded.
Yeah, Geno got traded to the Raiders.
Yeah. Back with Pete.
Shout out to the Giants.
Yeah,
making some decent moves.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, they're decent.
Helping with the secondary was huge. But
big defensive moves.
Christian Fulton, cornerback, 2 years, $20 million to the Chiefs.
From the Chargers?
Yep.
Interesting.
So Chiefs are getting another corner. Sorry, that just popped up on my phone. From Mike Garafolo. The Giants have had good conversations with Aaron Rodgers and have let him know they believe he and Malik neighbors. Yeah.
Wizards of Neighborly Place.
Wizards of Neighborly Place. No, yeah. So
will vibe well. That was what
we'll
was
talk
said,
about the confirmed one.
Just came
Javon
out.
Holland from the Dolphins to the Giants. That's a big pickup. Good safety. Like, really nice move. We also got who's the guy from the Saints? I can't remember his name.
Adebo or something.
Yeah. Abdul Adebo.
Something. Yeah.
He didn't play last year. I think he got surgery in October on his broken arm or something, broken leg. But yeah, he good pickup, another good safety pickup. Nothing on the offensive side yet. We did get an offensive tackle from the Browns, but he's kind of a depth piece. Yeah, depth piece. He probably won't start.
Adebo, before getting hurt, I think we talked about this yesterday. He actually led the league in forced incompletions 2 years ago. So a lot of upside. From what I've heard, is he's got a lot of upside. He plays really hard, plays good coverage. Again, gets a lot of incompletions, but he definitely gets penalized a little bit more than others.
I mean,
but
we
it's more
got a couple of comments in the chat trying to break up the talk, but
it pretty much
the French Bulldog wants us to to talk about the Yankees in the cold.
We will.
Oh
yeah,
we'll get there.
We'll get there. I mean,
the elephant is in the room. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's very upsetting. I'm surrounded by enemies.
Okay. Did you want to talk about it or
no? I don't.
Because I gave a pretty rational.
I want to talk about it later. We'll talk about it after.
He's so defeated.
We'll talk about it after. The Jets obviously signing Justin Fields. What does that mean for the future? We don't have our resident Jet fan in the office today or in the studio today.
Just Rain Man. He's probably got something back there about Justin Fields.
Are you a Jets fan? No. You're a Giants fan? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We have Luke in the background today. Connor's not here, but Yeah, Jets signed Justin Fields. Don't really know what that means. They kind of lost everybody on the defensive side.
Yeah, DJ
Yeah, I know,
Reed's
yeah.
gone. Right, DJ Reed's
DJ
gone.
Reed,
They
Morgan
just-
Moses.
Solomon Thomas.
Yeah,
Solomon Thomas
Morgan
just
Moses.
signed with someone else. I saw that
Yeah,
this
so they got a
morning.
couple moves going on. I just want to know, like, so far, who do you think? What?
Is that Brokeback?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
was looking through my text messages.
Something we don't know.
So
Who do you
good.
think's the biggest winner?
Wow. All right.
Who do you think's the biggest winner right now? Najee Harris to the Chargers.
Oh yes, that was last night, I think. Late.
Who do you think's the biggest? What team's the biggest winner right now? Because like in me, I think the biggest loser. Like,
Can I give him my biggest winner?
Yeah.
The Commanders.
Yeah, probably.
They got Debo. They traded for Debo.
Depending on
got-
how you feel about his.
But that's not even the big one.
Yeah.
And they got what's his name? He's a 5-time Pro Bowler from Texas. They got him from the Texans.
Yeah.
They got him for nothing. He's an absolute stud up front. So they been doing really well. I think. Who else did they get? Oh, they re-signed Bobby Wagner.
What about
I
the
like Bobby Wagner.
the
I do. I
Steelers
think he's a
might
good
be
fit.
up.
He's an identity guy for them.
Yeah,
So
The
I like
Steelers
that.
might be up there. I mean, they got rid of their both. Obviously,
Yes,
they
yeah,
got rid
I
of
would-
both,
they're-
or
they've
are in the
had-
process of getting rid of both of their like awful QB
Yeah.
room that they had last year.
Yes.
They got DK, which is a big move.
Yes,
move.
that was big.
For a
yeah.
second round.
For a second round, like
So
that's
I
a
would-
massive move.
I would say those two right now are the front runners.
You think?
You got anyone else?
They got Darius Slay.
I think.
Or the
feel-
Brown?
I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know
what
if I
teams
have
didn't-
winners. I definitely have losers.
You know
I
what-
think the Seahawks are massively messed up.
You know what else?
Yeah, that's a big.
You know who else has been doing pretty well so far, and it's going a little underrated just because of the position itself. The Bears. They
Bears
have
are
been
doing good.
signing a ton of O linemen,
Bears, yeah, I mean,
which
they
was
have to.
a huge problem
Yeah.
for them.
I'll
So
give them that.
not that
Grady
they're
Jarrett.
not that they're winning, but you know what I mean, like they're addressing their problems.
That division is the best division in the NFC.
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
by
by
far.
far.
Yeah, by far.
You're a 10-6 team and you're like third place. It's
Yeah,
like,
Exactly.
it's insane,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? It's crazy.
But I think I think the biggest losers got to be the Seahawks. I mean, obviously losing DK, releasing Tyler Lockett, getting rid of Geno Smith, and then replacing him with Sam Darnold. I just don't see it. I mean, I made a video for obviously, plug. I made a video for Sports Grid today. They just posted it.
Plug.
Yeah, a little plug.
Don't worry, we'll
so
get
I made a
we'll
video.
get the DM.
I made a
couple
video.
minutes.
Yeah, I made a video today. Dude, just support me.
We do.
Yeah. So
We're
I
holding
made.
your hand through this.
Yeah. I made a video today about Sam Darnold. I just don't see it. Like nothing about him really.
Why do we have the giggles today?
I don't know. Nothing. Nick does. Nothing about me like really is like stunned. I mean, I get it. He had a great year, like 4,000 yards, 35
Wait, who?
touchdowns.
Who?
Sam
Darnold,
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns. But like week 18 and the first week of playoffs when it actually mattered, he was a ghost.
Yeah,
like
he
he was
was-
completely invisible the
Hot
entire
dude.
time. I mean, they put up
He just
they
emerged,
put up 18 points in 2 weeks when they needed it most. Again, for the week 18 for the division, which they lost, and then
Yes,
week
playoffs,
one,
they looked
and then
like
playoffs
dookie.
against the Rams. They looked awful. But I just
Well,
don't see it. I mean, 100 million for 3 years is 55 million guaranteed.
It's one of those deals by like after the first year, they're gonna be like rumors of cutting him.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's
Like
kind of what I
Case
said. Like
Keenum or something.
draft a quarterback. They have the 18th pick. Draft a quarterback,
Yeah.
or
Who?
try to draft a quarterback. The Seahawks
Seahawks.
back him
Oh,
up.
yeah.
He's not. I mean, I don't know. He doesn't have.
Bring
He
him
has.
up.
He has Jackson Smith and Jigba, and
Yeah.
that's it. Noah Fant.
Yeah, no
tight end, like,
fan.
that's
And He's
it.
not even like great.
Yeah, he's not even like great. Like that's it. They
He's
get
a
no
stud.
DK, no Tyler Lockett. Like
Tyler Lockett, I'm gonna catch a ball and then
Who's their
crumble
coach?
on the ground.
Yeah,
Who's
I
their
know.
coach again?
McDonald, something.
Yeah.
Mike
yeah,
McDonald.
okay. Because I know they.
They just like it's just it doesn't make sense to me. You pay $100 million to a quarterback who's had one good year. Literally one, like
Ever.
not even exact one good year in
Yeah.
7 years. The rest of the
He
years
was
I know.
he's a backup.
I
for
know a
for the
team that
Panthers.
did that a few years ago.
Oh.
They had one good year, and we gave him a
Oh, well,
contract.
that's right. Yeah, I mean it's a Daniel Jones level contract.
That sounds familiar.
No, it's a Daniel Jones level contract. But even you could say then Daniel
lit.
Jones had better years than Sam Darnold did
Like
already.
low key.
Yeah.
Low key, but still,
Yeah.
it was 1 year.
Well, he won a playoff game. Sam Darnold couldn't even do that.
No, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I just think that it was an awful.
Crazy.
It's an awful move.
Crazy.
I think really it's an awful move, and they're got to be the biggest losers. They lost. I mean, they got a second pick for DK. Like
Yeah, I know. Like
That's pretty
You would think
funny.
it
second round
First.
pick for DK is like crazy. Like I thought
Yeah.
it would at least be like a
player
player,
was it.
Did you
and a
see,
first rounder or something, like a late first rounder.
Did you see Ben Roethlisberger?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
he was like,
helmet?
"I'm ready to
Yeah.
play."
He's
Like,
coming
he was-
back, man. The
Le'Veon
Berg.
Bell replied.
I'm ready to
He's
play.
like, I might have to run it back too.
Speaking of
That's
speaking of
awesome.
Daniel Jones, like we just said, Daniel Jones signed a $14 million $14 million for 1 year to the Colts, which means nothing.
Let's go.
He won't play. I mean, he might play.
Yeah,
Actually,
so,
thinking about
yeah.
Anthony Richardson's like health,
Yeah,
he
Mhm.
actually might.
and his want to play.
Yeah, and his want to play. The guy's the most like
Unreliable.
unmotivated,
Yeah.
unmotivated, unreliable
Is he
person.
the
in the league.
Anthony Rendon?
He's
of
the yeah, he's the oldest 23-year-old ever.
He gets hurt
He's
everywhere
the
he goes.
oldest 23-year-old ever.
Yeah,
he's
those are
Anthony Rendon basically.
Those are some of the biggest moves. I think
Oh, boy.
the biggest winner for me. I don't know. I mean, I guess the Commanders are
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
I just think I think the Giants
and
are
they
doing
got Larry Tunsil.
the Giants are
Who, the
doing good
Commanders?
things, but
Yeah.
it
Oh,
all
okay.
the Giants the only way that the Giants actually make it work is if they end up getting Russ
No.
if they end up
What?
getting can you listen?
Mm.
If they end up getting Russ or if they end up getting Aaron Rodgers, you have to trade up for the first pick. You have to get Cam Ward to back him up. And
Mhm.
especially Cam Ward with his similarities and like play style with Rodgers, like he can maybe teach him, and we could kind of see something like a Kurt Warner, like Eli Manning thing, and we just like play him for the first year and then or like play him for like 8 games, 9 games, and then say. But I don't know if Rodgers would be down for that. Rodgers does have links to the Steelers. I don't know, but
the Steelers would be intriguing because they got a bunch of toys now. You got DK and George Pickens, and
I think George Pickens is a fraud.
he's not bad though.
He's good.
Yeah, I'm not saying the guy's a Hall of Famer, but
That would be. I think
you
Rodgers
got
would
two-
thrive there. Honestly.
you got 2 weapons there. You
Yeah,
got two,
big-
you got
There's two of the same exact player.
okay. One's like twice the size.
No, George Pickens is a big dude.
Is he as big as DK?
He's a pretty big dude.
I don't even know.
They're both like big dudes. No,
Look it up.
I got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was an Adam Schefter thing, so I was like,
Aren't they
Shefty.
both? Yeah, they're both 6'3". 6'3", 200 is George Pickens.
DK is probably 250 or something.
No, DK's weight, like he probably weighs more. Oh, 6'4", 210. They have 10-pound difference.
oh
That's
wow.
it.
Yeah,
Damn.
10-pound 1 inch. They're basically the same size.
A guy who's like known for being a unit.
That's just because
yeah.
he's like. But so is the so is George Pickens. I mean, they both play the same style of game, and I DK is obviously a better one, but definitely the Steelers have done good in their wide receiver room. They have a really good wide receiver room. The Commanders, I saw a bunch of Commanders fans being really upset about like we ended up with DK. We ended up with Debo and we could have got DK.
Yeah, I know.
Calm
You would.
down.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? But they already signed that before DK even requested a trade.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
you can't fault the front office for that.
Yeah, nah.
Debo's not even that. I mean, come on, he's not that good. Let's be real.
He's all right.
He's good.
Gimmicks.
He's good.
Scary Terry's
He
number
was
one.
really
Yes.
good. His yak was really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. 2 years ago. Last year he really struggled.
Yeah,
but
no, I think he'll be fine in
he'll be all
Washington.
right. I mean, they're going to
As
be
a number 2.
the
That's
Giants are going to be
as
in
a
the
number
depths
2?
of that division for the next 15 years.
yeah. Us and actually no one else. Yeah, just
No,
us.
the Cowboys. Cowboys be down there.
Yeah.
Cowboys aren't a good team.
They're
No.
nothing.
Yeah, they're really not a good team
They're
anymore. At
nothing.
least, I mean,
Quick
yeah,
question.
So, anyways, yeah, what were you gonna say?
So I don't know if you guys saw this.
Is that baseball?
Yeah.
Can we talk about Cole first?
Okay, and then we'll
Save
get to
that.
the hats.
Yeah, and we'll get to the
Okay.
hats. Get to
Okay.
the thing.
Miles Sanders was released from the
Miles
Panthers.
Sanders? Oh, wow.
Interesting.
He didn't have
Just-
a good year though.
Just got released. So Adam for Schefter posted.
To Yankee fans, I'm looking at you. Okay, I look at you in your eyes. To Yankee fans out there and to Yankee haters, this is for you. It's not over.
Sorry.
Oh.
Keep going.
All right.
Keep going.
It's not over.
It's a
I'm
bomb.
sorry.
Right? It's not over. There are teams in the league who make the playoffs, who are successful, who have good seasons that don't have a Garrett Cole as their number 1 pitcher. Right?
I will
You know-
say.
What they do have is a pitcher like Max Fried as their
Okay.
number 1.
I was gonna say Cardinals. The year they won the World Series, they lost Adam Wainwright, and he's coming off a Cy Young caliber season. So that's any
That just
good
got me
news-
hyped.
Good news to you.
That just got me
They
hyped.
won
So,
the World Series,
What?
but
this is the
totally
thing,
different team,
Right?
better lineup.
And everyone who says the Yankees aren't making the postseason, get ready for October to be, boring. They're not going to be in it. Plan your vacation. Whatever nonsense all the Yankee haters want to say.
I can't wait for that.
No, whatever it's not going to happen. The Yankees missed the playoffs once in the past like 15 years. Get over yourself. And that was a disaster of a season. Get over yourself. The Yankees are going to make the playoffs. Whether they win the division or not, it doesn't matter. Let's just say 2 months in the season, the first 2 months of the season don't really matter. You get Luis Heel back, whatever ends up happening with Stan, people forget that the Yankees actually do things during, whether you like it or not, they do things during the trade deadline.
Mhm.
The Yankees are Cole's not going to be around. The Yankees are going to get pitching help. They're going to get an extra bat. Whoever that pitcher may be, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. I'm still positive on the season, and I'm still actually willing to support them. Cole hurts. It does, right? They go from having the best rotation in baseball to not the best rotation in baseball. That's fine. But Max Fried is a suitable ace, and I'm okay with it. Before you say anything,
Okay.
we have to do an ad. We'll be right back.
Live from New York, this is WIUR Radio.
Okay, so club recognition. We got congratulations to Landon Popovic, host of the Empire State of Sports, for being a finalist in the IBS for Best Sports Talk Show. I believe that was yesterday, if I'm not wrong. I believe that was yesterday. Like the post said, if you go check out the Iona WIUR Instagram, I believe he's top 5% in all the country. Congratulations. As an IBS finalist myself, it's a great honor. So congratulations to yourself. Also, congratulations to Ball Knowers for being this week's show of the week. Watch Ball Knowers Thursday, 12 to 1 p.m., hosted by Robbie, Luke, and Cameron. A little bit of he's smiling in the back over there. So
over there.
a little bias over there, Luke. Congratulations. We'll also do one more. So WIUR is looking for e-board position members for the fall semester. All positions are open. Go to WIUR Gales Radio on Instagram and click on the description if you're interested in joining the e-board for next semester. That's WIUR Gales Radio on Instagram. Click on the description if you're interested to join the e-board for next semester. Robert?
Boom. So, okay. Does it scare you that to begin the year, there's no Heel, there's no Cole, there's no Stanton? Third base is a big question. So,
What isn't there some injuries in the bullpen as well?
Are there? I don't even
There's
know.
a couple
Couple
not
injuries?
like serious, but yeah,
Not serious.
Does that scare you at all that a cold start could be brewing?
No,
No.
it doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, yes, I am terrified. I'm not going to say I'm terrified for the whole season. I'm not worried about the cold start because teams have the cold start.
The Mets did it last year.
Yeah,
they were 11 games under 500.
The teams have a cold start.
It's doable.
I'm not going to have everyone blow this out of proportion. All the people who are trying to get clickbaits, who are saying out there like Garrett Cole, this is season ruining. He should be, investigated for robbery or whatever they want to say. All the nonsense they want to say. Yeah, it's stupid. Like contract robbery, whatever.
Oh, for Cole?
Yeah, for Cole. Like, dude, he's
Can't help that he got
been
hurt.
5 years. He's been the best pitcher in baseball for 5 years. He's a Cy Young. Like, it's just. I don't want to get overwhelmed. I don't want to get too, like everyone else is getting too overwhelmed about it or too
Worked up
about it. It's very upsetting, right? Max Fried is a serviceable ace. He is. He's a serviceable ace.
He's a B tier ace. He's not in the A tier.
Okay,
A-,
he's a
but
beer.
yeah.
He's
He's in
a
the-
B. He's
yeah.
a B tier ace,
I agree.
right? But there's without a doubt in me that this rotation could still win games, especially after a trade deadline where they pick up someone.
Okay. But what about the first couple months of the year though, before the trade deadline? Like what does that rotation look like?
People are just gonna have to step up. I mean, people like Stroman, who works into a spot now, who wasn't at the beginning.
He gets his wish.
He gets his wish.
gets
I mean,
it.
he has
He
to work
wasn't-
into a spot.
he wasn't
Rodon had
wrong.
a
He wasn't wrong.
whether people like him or not. Carlos Rodon had a actual.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of. You hear that, right?
It's like a little weird.
Yeah, it's getting a little weird. I don't know.
Getting a little freaky.
Carlos Rodon is a serviceable. He had a great year last year.
good.
He had a good year last year. I mean, obviously, the 2 years ago where we signed him, he didn't have a good year.
Yeah.
Last year,
Rodon. Yeah.
Rodon last year had a good year. If you get Fried, a last year Rodon, or even better, it's good. You have Clark Schmidt, who is a great pitcher.
So he's 3.
He would be 3 right now.
Okay.
You have Stroman in there, obviously, too. And however you work out some of those spots. I mean, you have Will Warren, who's actually having a great spring training.
I
mean,
thought he got hurt.
no,
Oh,
it wasn't Will Warren.
Yeah.
He pitched yesterday.
We got Richie Lyons. Talk Cardinals.
Talk Cardinals.
Maybe in a second.
No.
Yeah, so I will read Vinny right next to me. He's a Yankee fan, and he's scared if the Mets lost anybody in their starting rotation. Well, that's because they have no rotation. That's the difference. If they lose Sean Manaea, well, which they did, but their rotation is
he's not at that long though.
Their rotation is number 2, a day 2 starter, someone who's never pitched a starting game in the MLB ever.
No, it's Peterson. It's Peterson's too.
Okay, Peterson. Sorry.
Oh,
The
Clay
Mets.
Holmes.
The Mets. Clay Holmes. Yeah.
But I have to say though,
He's been decent, right?
he hasn't.
I don't care.
I
don't. I really don't.
It is a gamble.
No,
and
I don't care. Like I don't care.
No one asked your opinion on this.
Okay, but I'm talking. There's no. I don't care. I'm sick and tired of all the Mets fans. Oh, he's having a great spring training. Oh, he's fantastic. He's not.
But didn't Soto have a good spring training last year? And there's like Yankee fans are like, oh my gosh,
we're gonna win it all.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Then he started off game one against the Astros,
The assist,
winning the
right?
game. Yeah,
with a
winning,
diving catch.
yeah,
Oh,
winning
that's
the
what it
game.
was.
Yeah.
Diving catch, winning the game, and throwing him out at home, like winning the game. Like that's what he did. So I don't want to hear any of this nonsense that Clay Holmes is doing well. In
I can't wait for like a 7-inning shutout performance.
I know. Subway Series.
Dude, I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh my god.
really-
that would be so funny.
Mets
Mark it down. I'm gonna
Okay.
see when they first play.
Mets have a better rotation right now. That is an absolute rage bait of a comment.
No, I don't think
It
so.
They have a rage bait of a
Let's
comment.
go through it.
Stop.
Let's go through it.
Nah, I
What?
think
There's
this-
nothing to go through.
With both of the injuries,
go through it.
with the injuries on both sides. If the Mets didn't have any injuries and the Yankees had all of this, then yes, I could.
Who's
argue
in the
it.
rotation? Who is it?
But now, so right now you don't.
It's Senga, Peterson, Clay Holmes. Who else? I don't even know. He doesn't even know. The Mets fan doesn't even know. This guy loves the Mets. He doesn't
That's a
even know.
bad look. It's
He
a bad
doesn't
look.
even know.
Wait, hold on.
That's how you know they're not the
um,
best rotation.
Paul
They're not
Blackburn,
better rotation than the Yankees.
Griffin Canning, who wasn't great. Oh no, I'm
Griffin
sorry.
Canning.
No, I'm
Pitched well
sorry.
yesterday against Cardinals.
Griffin Canning. No, Griffin Canning was but I think Brandon Sprout, and I think Brandon Sprout will be up by May with this rotation.
The kid can't even
Tough.
name 5 starters. Okay, so if anyone's saying
I'm
I don't want to
missing
hear it,
someone. Hold on.
yeah, that's a problem.
Oh, Tyler McGill. He's-
Tyler.
Tyler.
Tyler McGill. That's a problem. The Mets didn't
Big
invest much into their rotation, so the injuries haven't hurt them. Whereas the Yankees have invested huge, so the injuries are catastrophic.
That's
Not
not that. That's a decent take.
That's a good point.
That's a decent take.
Yeah, they invested more, but obviously there's not. You can't invest less than the Mets have. They didn't. They were like, oh, let's just say let's get the Yankee. First of all, don't even get me started on that. The Mets
What?
are like, who have the Yankees dropped recently? Let's pick them up.
You picked up Carlos
It's
Carrasco.
the plankton meme with the eye.
Forget about Carlos Carrasco. You want to go through the list of Yankees you guys pick up after they
I
become
have
Yankees?
Mets ones too. Dom Smith, Marcus Stroman, Carlos
Yeah,
Carrasco.
but that's a buffer team.
What?
What?
There's buffer teams in between. You guys are like, oh, Yankees, mine now. The Yankees don't want him, mine now. Harrison Bader, mine now. He absolutely awful. Mine. You guys are the biggest fans in the world. The meme on Twitter
But
is
it's a buffer team the other way around.
We're getting a question. Do the Yankees want Arenado? Would you take him?
I'm not
for what?
100% on him, but I think honestly, I'm very happy with Oswaldo Cabrera playing third base.
Mm.
Like I really am.
Very happy is crazy with
I am.
Oswaldo.
I love Oswaldo.
Yeah, obviously you'd rather him than DJ because
I
Yeah.
like Oswaldo Cabrera playing for third base. I do. I also like him as a utility player. But he's, I mean, yeah, Arenado.
We'll give you
might be-
Arenado. Why not? Take him. We'll give you something for him.
for what? It's
He's
gonna-
not going to be our starting DH. Please stop.
Yes. I like
DJ?
that.
No, Dom Smith.
Dom Smith.
He's not going to be.
yeah.
Rail Riders, maybe. But
Dude,
yeah.
Listen,
And
the
then
problem.
he's up like the last week.
Oh,
In
you
June.
forgot one big person, Frankie Montas in the Mets bullpen. He's such a fantastic pitcher, like we've seen in the past couple years. Fantastic pitcher, great pickup by you guys. Yo, you guys did sick this offseason.
He's so mad.
You guys
He's
did
really
sick this offseason.
He's so
this is
mad.
what happens when Cole gets hurt.
No, you
Yeah.
guys did absolutely sick this off. No, I'm full into cocky mode. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. The same way with the Jets. The Mets are always going to Met. I don't want to hear it. You guys, like, I don't want to hear the nonsense where you're comparing. It's always a comparison because you love us so much. The biggest Yankee fans in the world are Mets fans.
He's crazy.
They are. It's true. Everyone knows it. The biggest Yankee fans in the world are Mets fans. You guys are the chum bucket. We're the Krusty Krab, and you're always trying to look at what we're doing. And that's the most blatant and straightforward comparison I could think of.
It must have been a long night for you.
It wasn't. I'm okay.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I'm seeing veins popping over here.
That's crazy.
No, I'm good. I'm okay. But it's just the problem. Like I'm honestly, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that.
Listen, let the season play out.
Yeah, let's let the season play out because we know, like everyone's saying, like the Yankees are going to do bad. When was the last time, like besides that one season we missed the playoffs? When was the last time the Yankees did bad? Ever?
Like 2014, probably.
Yeah.
2013.
So I looked it up. The Yankees,
a couple years ago, they missed it.
The Yankees,
2017. Yeah, that was.
No.
Yeah,
2023.
It was in the 2020s. Yeah.
2023, they missed the playoffs.
2023. Sorry.
And
Okay.
then they've missed it. I looked it up. You said the last 15
but
seasons,
it's got,
they
but those
missed
are
it 4 times.
colossal, like those are just colossally bad teams. I remember 2020, like it was just.
What? It wasn't Judge Hurt or no?
Yeah,
That's
it was-
2017.
No, that was 2023 was Judge Hurt when he got hurt on the Dodgers wall. But we're just talking like the offense is still there, and if you don't think that Max Fried is a serviceable ace pitcher,
I
which
said
he
was. I
which
said
he
he was
is,
last
right?
yesterday.
And you
so
could see
don't-
like this rotation could work out without Cole. So I don't want to. I don't want to.
It's a big loss,
just
but-
because obviously it's a big loss. He's the best pitcher in baseball. But I don't want to hear this nonsense where like, oh, they're over now. I don't want to hear it.
No, but it hurts.
It does hurt.
It hurts.
Obviously,
Yeah,
it
it
hurts.
has to
Any
hurt.
injury hurts. But Stan will be back.
When?
Hopefully. Hopefully. But
He can't even run, that guy.
He's
it doesn't matter.
he's
It doesn't
built
matter.
like
His
Zeus.
bat makes up for it. Last year he had a fantastic year.
Well, he's got tennis elbow
It doesn't matter.
on both elbows.
Okay, Heel is going to be back.
Bad
That's a for
contrast.
sure, and that's a rookie. That's
Who?
the reign Heel.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
reigning rookie of the year. He's a
What
great
is he
pitcher.
coming back? July? I
Something
heard.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
I'm just. That's what I heard.
Wait, heel is July?
Apparently, yeah. Like he's out for a while.
No, he's not out for that long. Dude. He's out for like 4
I'm not
weeks.
making it up. I heard July.
I didn't hear that. But anyways,
that's
not the
tough.
I'm not making
You
that
might
up.
be- you might be
I
right.
thought it- let
You
me
might
see.
be right. You might be right. But I'm not worried about it. I shouldn't be worried about it because I'm high.
Let's see if Max
high on
Fried
the team.
can
We have to do another ad
carry
read.
the load.
Good. I'm looking up Lucio.
Is WIUR Radio.
So we got some general reminders. Make sure to follow WIUR Gales Radio on Instagram. That is at WIUR _Gales Radio for all club updates and more. That is at WIUR Gales Radio _ Gales Radio for club updates. Looking for a direct line to people at Iona. Reach out to us and let us know if you have an event or program you want to talk about. You need us to talk about on Instagram. That's at WIUR _ Gales Radio, or email James Melvin for any requests. We have one more. Know a lot, but don't have any time to say it. WIR is looking for writers to create top of the hour news, sports, entertainment, and updates. Updates are created once a week and will be 90 seconds. Equipment is provided. Reach out to the WIUR e-board if you're interested. Thank you.
So can I give the ESPN update according to Brian Cashman?
Yeah.
So 4 days ago, this is the most recent thing I could find. Pitcher Luis Hill will be sidelined for at least 3 months because of a lat strain. Designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton would have surgery on his elbows only as last resort, according to Brian Cashman.
Yeah, things are bad.
DJ LeMahieu told reporters that
Bad.
he has a grade 1 or 2 left calf strain and will be sidelined for several weeks in his 5th straight injury hampered season.
You know where this is taking me? All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care if this sounds cocky.
Yeah,
All this has done for me is saying, okay, we're not making the world. We're not making the World Series. This is what that said to me. That's all. That's all this is news has said to me. Before I was like, okay, we can.
Well, I think we knew that, right?
No.
Yeah.
What before that? No, before.
I knew this was going to happen, even with your additions.
Okay. All right.
Because you hadn't made it since 2009, and it took like
We
whatever
made it last
15
year.
years. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm
The
just saying.
odds of you making it back.
The
Okay,
two-time
but
champs.
about
to be 2-time champs.
Okay, I was high on them making the World Series, getting back there. Right now, it's going to be a struggle. That's all I see it as. It's going to be a struggle. That's it.
Mhm.
And if you want to struggle, if you want to struggle, that's a great way to build character, a great way to get hot in the playoffs. And the AL is in a strong division. It got stronger. It got stronger. Sure.
The
with
AL
rest-
East did, but the AL,
Yeah,
the
sure.
rest of the AL, I think, is
But-
pretty much the same.
It's possible, and I'm not going to doubt them because Cole's out. I think this bullpen has what it takes to win games. I think Max Fried is a great pitcher. When Heel comes back, they'll be great. Depending on what Stanton happens, we go out in the deadline and we get someone who could fill in that DH position, right? And we get an extra pitcher, or we get bullpen help, or whatever needs. Whatever happens, it's a long season.
You know who's going to
very
go to
long
Yankees
season.
as DH? Josh Bell. That's who they're going to grab.
I'll take it.
It's on the Nats right now.
I
Maybe
think-
a little deadline trade. For
I
him.
think you guys are going to get Josh
But
Bell.
no
He's
matter
on like
what,
a 1-year deal,
no matter
right?
what,
Yeah.
you guys genuinely think that we're going to miss the playoffs?
No, I don't think you're making the
don't-
World Series. We
I
knew
don't-
that already.
I don't think.
We did not know that
So-
already because we made it last year.
Again, I
So
said this
it's
yesterday.
easier to make it back. 'Cause you
No,
made
I
it?
don't. But they know what it takes, and I think they got better.
But just mathematically, like the odds of you making it back, like I would.
I
Never
think
see
they got
that.
better than last. I think they're better than last year.
We'll see.
Right now, they're better.
No, obviously not after the injuries, but I think
Going
they were
into
better.
the season.
Going into the before they were better.
Not anymore.
Okay, well, obviously the
Yes,
injuries. That's
but
what I just said.
yes,
But before
the
that,
pitching was a lot
you're
better.
saying
I
is that
still
just
would've-
is that just your Yankee hatred coming through?
What?
Yeah, probably. Continue.
Oh no, hold on. We're not doing this. You gotta tell me what you want to say.
I said
Yeah.
I said that was that your Yankee hatred coming through.
No, obviously not. I said you're not gonna make the World Series. Don't
Before-
be mad that Cole's out.
No,
Don't project. Don't project. I'm putting you in a body bag right now.
before the injuries, you said they weren't going to make the World Series. You said that was
Yes,
your
I said the odds of you making it back again because you guys, your roster isn't that good. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
Here we go. Okay, but
The lineup's not that
it's
great.
better.
not. It really
it's
isn't.
better than last
Good.
year. It's better than last year.
Okay, whatever you say. But I'm saying you
It's-
weren't gonna
I
make the
feel
World
like
Series
it's
again.
We made it
I
last
think it's
year.
relatively the same.
What does that mean? So you can make it back every year?
But no, but
They're
What does that mean?
But if they had
That take means makes no sense.
if they had the
Yeah.
utilities to have it last year, I can't, as a fan, think that they're going to make it back again.
What do you mean? As a Yankee, like a biased Yankee fan, yes.
As a Cardinal fan, if you guys are making the World Series and you guys get better in the offseason, you don't think you're going to be back?
I don't think we're gonna. It's hard to make the World Series.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's a
no.
lot, but I'm saying you don't think that the team is capable of making it back. That's what I'm saying.
You didn't say capable. You said like
Yeah,
you said
you
you're
know,
making
you're
it.
back.
But that's what I mean. I mean capable of making it back.
Okay, then
Right now-
clarify that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you
But
can't
I
just
I
say,
thought
"Oh,
I'm
we're
not saying it
back."
was a lot.
I know.
I wasn't saying it's a lock. The only
You-
team that's
you
a
did.
lock in the
You
World
did.
Series is
You
the
did.
You
Dodgers.
did.
No, I didn't say it was a lock.
Yes,
I,
you did.
I
That's why
said-
we're arguing this.
No,
we wouldn't have argued it.
yeah.
I said you said capable.
I said that I think that I had the hope that the team would make the playoffs. The team would be in the World Series. That's where it brought me. The injuries only brought it down. That's what I think. Like our ceiling, right? I think that the World Series was absolutely in play with all the improvements we made.
Yes, in play. You said we're gonna make it back probably or something.
I said I think we're going to make it back, and we could go back on the tape. But I said we can make it back, which I
That's what I'm saying.
Roll the
yeah,
tapes.
which is true.
Roll
I
the
think that we can make it back. We could have. Now I don't think so. Obviously, with all the injuries, but you wouldn't have that same thing. Like I hate people like.
But what do you mean? You have to
downgrading-
be realistic. The
I'm
odds,
being
like
real.
making it back to back, is tough.
Okay, I understand making it. It's obviously tough.
I definitely know one team that's going to do it. And the
I mean,
Dodgers.
We don't need, who knows about them?
What do you mean? Who knows?
Dude, who knows? Like he said,
Oh, yeah.
If
Yeah,
the Yankees
you're
aren't
right,
a lock, the
but-
Dodgers aren't a lock, no matter how good they are.
Yeah.
No, nobody's a lock.
No one's a lock, but
Did I miss something?
I don't know why. News.
Oh, the Yankees are. Yeah, the Yankees are still the team to beat in the AL. Okay, sorry, I missed that from Luke.
Mm, yeah.
Anyways, no, I think that whether you guys, in my opinion, right? Obviously biased, whatever you want to say, but a lot of hate is going towards the lineup. Whether it's you get aging players, you guys aren't that good, blah blah blah. They always find a way to win, and if things work out, this could be a great lineup.
Okay.
And I'm not saying
I
everything
On paper,
works
it doesn't
out.
look good.
It
It's
doesn't.
not.
It does, I'm not.
Okay,
I
but-
don't think it looks that great.
Okay. Obviously from the two.
What do you
Yankees haters.
mean?
In my
But what-
opinion,
like-
in
I'm
my
not being a
opinion-
Yankee hater.
I
in my
know. At
opinion-
this point, I'm
I'm
not.
not
even-
being a Yankee hater.
But besides your top three, I think the Mets lineup is disgustingly gross. I think it's awful. Actually,
Okay, disgusting. Gross means something else.
no, not good, not good, not
You-
good,
you-
not the good way.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
which I kind of do think it's a little gross, but go ahead.
Okay, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna sit here-
Besides losing,
because
well,
in
we
your
lost
head, in
Francisco
your head,
Alvarez,
and
so that
in
was a
other
big
people's
loss.
head,
Who?
We lost Francisco Alvarez. He got cancer.
Oh, I
And-
did
and
see
other-
that.
He's out for like 6 weeks.
in other people's heads, they're just like, oh, Goldie washed, Bellinger washed. It's like, what if
Goldie
they have,
is washed.
Goldie is
Okay, but what
washed,
if they
though.
have good seasons? Like you don't know what's gonna happen.
No, but like
It's a
we're
long
talking right
season.
now.
Yeah.
We're not talking hypothetical. Goldie's washed right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the rest of the Mets lineup is also trash.
What?
Like Brett Beatty is garbage. Garbage.
He's not in the starting
Is
lineup.
he a starter? Yeah, I was gonna say, is he?
What about the other? You got
Okay,
Brandon Nimmo. Awful.
Okay. What?
Awful. He's not a good player. Whoever talks about him being
How is he awful?
We have the two worst guys.
Keep going.
Okay, so Pete. So
I said out of the top 3.
Okay, all right. Outside of the top 3. He's outside the top 3, in my opinion.
Okay.
The top 3 hitters.
Pete's severely overrated.
Yes, I agree.
If he didn't hit that home run against the Brewers in the wild card, I swear to God, they would have. If they would have signed him back, the Mets fans would have burned him at the stake. Continue.
He's a great power bat, though.
No, I would have
The Mets fans were ready to kill him before Milwaukee.
The stats are what they are.
Milwaukee, I still would have taken him back on a 1-year deal, which they did. He wanted an 8-year extension.
Continue.
He's good, though. He is good.
Okay, so Pete.
Dude, he averages like 30 homers a year.
The top 3 hitters in the Mets lineup right now.
I just said outside of the top 3. I'm not talking about your top 3. We know what the top 3 have to offer. Lindor's an MVP candidate. So is Soto. We get it. Outside of the top 3.
Okay, so outside of the top 3, there's Pete. Then there's Jeff McNeil, who is streaky, and his job will probably
streaky.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's
who?
either Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil is
yes.
Jeff McNeil is
He's
the
also,
Yankees DJ LeMahieu. I don't want to hear anything
but
about
also
it.
his job will probably
former batting
Yes,
title
but
winner.
he's been good
Also-
more recently than him.
also-
He has.
Well,
second
more
half
recently than DJ.
his second half was great last
He
year.
did. He fixed his swing. Yeah, he did.
And not to mention, his job is probably the one that's going to be up for grabs at the end of the year.
Hold on, we're not comparing. DJ's nothing compared to him. right now.
I'm saying.
Okay, so
He's not great, but
after Jeff McNeil's batting titles, he fell off a cliff.
it was either it was another 300 year or it was a 230 year. That's the way he is. But guess what? His job is probably the one that's going to be up for grabs at the end of the year. So
trash.
That's
continue.
he's not trash. He's not trash.
But this is
regular
a guy who's probably not going to be here next year. Center field is Jose Siri, but again, there's a job that is going to be up for grabs. So those two positions,
decent power, great glove.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Brandon Nimmo is a captain on this team. He's a leader in the clubhouse. He is a very clutch hitter. His on-base percentage is usually very good. He steals bases. He gets on a ton, draws a ton of walks. Francisco Alvarez, even though he's hurt, before he got hurt, is a top overall prospect in baseball before when he got called up. He's got a ton of pop in his bat. He's been a pretty decent catcher and thrown out. He's got a pretty decent caught stealing percentage. Am I wrong?
He does. I don't know what the look is though.
Yeah, he was the top overall prospect in baseball when he got called up. He's got a lot of potential. He just hasn't released it yet.
He hasn't released it yet.
He's 20. He's the same age as us. He's 22.
What are you talking about? He hasn't released it yet.
No, he hasn't released his potential.
You know he's going to release the potential. The potential's there, just waiting to open up. I could say the same thing about Jason Dominguez. They call him the Martian for a reason. He's waiting to release.
No, but at least
potential.
Alvarez has been good in the past.
He's been decent.
He had
his ceiling is higher.
Games in the league.
His season is
awful.
His season's
hurt.
He's playing hurt.
But Francisco Alvarez's biggest thing when he got called up was his defense.
In the first
shown that he hasn't been a bad
league. He was gross.
He hasn't. In the past 2 seasons, Francisco Alvarez has shown that he's actually not a bad defensive catcher, which was his biggest flaw.
His bat isn't bad either.
His bat isn't terrible. He just needs to get a little more consistent.
The glaze here is insane.
How's this glazing? I'm being honest.
Who's the catcher now?
Luis Torrens.
So good.
That's tough.
He's actually pretty decent.
A couple years ago, he had a good year.
He's not bad. He had a 70% caught stealing rate last year. He threw out almost everybody. He's a backup catcher. Yeah, is it my starter? No, but it's fine to get me.
Do we have to? What are we doing? Comparing the teams again, or what?
No, I don't want to do that again. We did it already. We did it weeks ago.
He doesn't want to do it.
No,
I don't understand what's wrong.
Because generally, I don't subscribe to these beliefs that you're talking about he was a good prospect and he's just waiting to release his potential. That's nonsense. We're talking about fact here. It's nonsense. I can say the same thing.
He hasn't shown it yet, but
about
he
the
hasn't been
Yankees. The Yankees
terrible.
have 4 MVPs. They're waiting to bring back their potential. I can say the
4
same thing.
MVPs. They're
Nothing.
40.
They're not 40. Bellinger's 28.
How old is Goldschmidt?
I'm not talking about Goldschmidt.
Like 37.
He's another guy. He's an MVP, sure, but he's still serviceable. He's still serviceable as an MVP. He could come back to his form. It's nonsense. I'm comparing. You're saying you're finding flaws in my point, which is proving my point that you have flaws in yours. I'm bringing this up because it means nothing to what it means. You're talking about a prospect who could
rapping.
No, you're talking about a prospect who could release his potential.
Yeah,
he hasn't
about
shown his
ceiling.
No, but you're missing the point. You're saying he's trash without any backing, and then
he's saying he's good without any backing. I don't care about his.
He has a higher ceiling than what he's shown.
I don't care about his unreleased potential. I don't care.
Just like you don't care about the MVPs we have and that they could get back into form, like Bellinger could get back into form. I don't care. You don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't want to hear this nonsense where they say the Mets
prospect hasn't shown his full potential yet. Like
he didn't even say he was good. He said just had to show his potential.
He's doing it to.
I'm saying he could be better, and he has a higher ceiling. He's improving. That's what
Bellinger
I'm
has a higher ceiling. Goldschmidt has a higher ceiling.
That's crazy. Goldschmidt
right now,
than what he has right now. Than what he has right now, than what he's playing right now. He could. Who says that you don't say that Bellinger plays? It's a fantastic season. He's top 10 in MVP.
He's not going to do that.
Wait, what are we saying?
I'm not.
So I'm saying I'm talking about potential. You want to talk about potential? Who says that Bellinger can't be top 10 in MVP?
22-year-old catcher compared to a 32-year-old outfielder.
I understand that, but you're talking about betterment in lineup, and you're saying potential has to do something to factor into that. It means nothing.
Yeah, he is 22 years old. He's still not fully developed.
No, it means nothing. It means nothing. Yeah, it means nothing. I don't want to hear.
How do you mean it means nothing?
Because I know you can't just disregard it.
Okay, but you can't just disregard the fact that we have 4 MVPs on our roster.
Yes.
What do you mean? How are we disregarding that?
We're not disregarding that.
You're saying the Mets better lineup. We're arguing what nonsense that is, right? But when I say Goldie, when I say
lineup,
they do have a better lineup.
They do have a better lineup. I didn't say that Bellinger isn't bad. Paul Goldschmidt is 37. He can't play every day.
He's a below average hitter. He's 98 OPS last year, I think, or something.
Like I said, it's not like
it's incredible.
The Mets have a better lineup. It's not like a night and day difference, but the Mets have a slightly better lineup.
Yeah,
now.
if you go,
we went through the lineup 3 weeks ago. Nothing has changed in that lineup, and we said the Yankees had a better lineup.
No, we didn't.
Stanton changed.
Yeah, Stanton changed. That's a pretty decent. That's your number 2 hitter. What? Am I wrong? That's your second best hitter in the lineup. Not your number. You know what I mean? Not your 2-hole guy, but you could say that's the second best bat in the lineup.
5-hole.
Sure.
Yeah. So you lost your second best hitter.
I still think it's a better lineup. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, we'll find out during the season, and I swear to God on this show, if we start out the season better, I can't wait to rub it in these losers' faces. I can't wait.
So we'll see.
I can't wait. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the Mets losers. I feel bad for the Cardinals doing bad.
What happened to Jordan Walker? Did he get hurt?
I can't wait.
He tweaked his knee catching a fly ball, but he'll be fine.
It's nonsense.
No
the
damage.
Hatred of being like you just focus.
Hatred.
No, because
not you.
No, let him talk. He's a neutral. He's a neutral party.
He's not a neutral party. He hates the Yankees just as much
because
as you do.
I hate Yankees because of stuff like this.
Yeah,
because
when they come out of nowhere and they're like, "We're the best World Series team ever."
Yeah,
it's fact.
Yeah, 20-something, 30-something years ago.
It's just fact, though. You guys are. I don't care if it was 15, 20 years ago. It doesn't matter.
30.
Fact. Historically, fact.
But when we're talking about it, does that matter? Like, to your point, like if you haven't witnessed it, not really.
You have seen.
No. I'm not. But that's why I don't. In my arguments, I don't bank on that. I don't bank on.
No, you haven't. But
yeah, I don't bank on that because I see no point in it. I'm a
16 World Series.
My favorite team is a loser franchise. I don't see the point in banking on it. My favorite team has been a losers for 40 years. I don't bank on that. I don't see a point in it. But I'm looking at recent, right? The Yankees always find a way to make the playoffs. They always find a way to, do well, whether it's whatever happens, right? It doesn't matter.
But it's not like they've been doing a hell of a lot of winning.
I mean, regular season, they kind of have.
And does that matter?
I guess it doesn't. No, but we're talking about like Garrett Cole, like affecting the regular season.
Yeah.
He's obviously
he's whole
going
year.
to. He's the ace. He's the best pitcher in baseball. Obviously, he's going to. But the fact that we're having this drastic thing that all of a sudden the Yankees are finished, the Yankees are ruined. The Mets have a better lineup.
We're not having that.
Lineup.
You're making it sound like we just said that they're going to be a 60-win team. No,
they do have a better lineup.
The Mets have a better lineup. You still have a better pitching staff. Simple as that. It's not night and day difference. But I think you have to give the lineup to the Mets. And
I don't see it. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it. There's not one part of me. And if
listen, look at the Yankees' depth besides the top 3. So the Yankees' top 3 hitters in their lineup currently.
We did this already. We did this last week
without Stan.
Okay, I understand without Stan. We did this last week though. I don't want to go through it again. Redo
it. Who's a DH now?
Dom Smith.
Dom Smith.
Who?
I don't know.
It can't be DJ.
I don't know who it is. I don't know how they're going to work out the lineup. I never know with Boone. Like, I don't know how they're going to work out
The
the lineup.
Martian?
Whether they have
Oh, wait,
Dominguez playing DH and then they have someone going to left field. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know the depth pieces on the Yankees who would play in the outfield if Dominguez DH'd, but
Well, I mean, it would probably be like
I don't know. Dom technically could play the outfield. He played a little bit towards the end when he
a little shaky. But...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if he's I don't know if he's still as skinny as he was when he left, because that's when he started playing the outfield more, is when he lost weight. So I don't know.
We gotta go. I'm so worked up right now. I can't wait, dude. The chum bucket. Whoever's idea on social media to make the chum bucket's voice so big, it like is going to drive me insane. It is. It's going to drive me insane. Yeah, your voice. All your voices on social media are so loud. It's like Soto laughs in the dugout. They're like, "Look how happy he is! Look at him. He's excited. Look how happy he is. Let's show a picture of him in the World Series." Yeah, you got win a World Series. Win a World Series in 50 years. Do it, please. Just like the Jets.
And then we're even. Just so you know.
No,
because then you've seen one, and then I've seen one.
Do you hear this? Even.
With what? In recency?
Yeah, he's seen one, and then I've seen one.
We gotta go.
That's true. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you've seen one. You were 5 or 4.
I know.
And then if they were to win, which is a massive if.
What we're talking about?
No, but in our lifetime.
In our lifetime.
Whoever gave
then we're
Mets
even.
fans,
Then it's like, you seen one, I've seen one.
It's true.
Okay.
Dude, I honestly feel bad for you guys. I really do.
Oh, I feel so bad right now. Yeah, you're right. I'm
Dude,
so bad.
I feel
terrible.
I feel so bad
You're
for
right.
you guys. I really do.
Oh my God, Juan Soto's in the 2-hole.
Yo,
I feel
they did the same
terrible.
thing. They did the same thing
so
with
bad.
with DeGrom. They did the same thing with Scherzer. They did
They're doing what?
All this, the Mets are nasty. Get ready, look how that turned out. Let's see how this turned out. I can't wait. Thanks for watching the 5 Hole. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.